tank. Nope, he did lose a tank. Sixjax did lose a tank. The little one has been able to go ahead and catch up in tank count, but with that air firepower, the little one's not really going to be able to do a whole lot. And the little one is just sacking Hellions. Not really sure. The tanks are not in position. They're and he loses another Banshee. Interesting. This is going to be who can siege up first and who's also going to have the longest range. Since he does have the air supremacy, those tanks will be able to go ahead and leapfrog, but he has to be very careful because with these Vikings that are here, all those tanks have to do is barely get outside of range just like that. And now he's going to be able to go ahead and shell the little one's tanks. One tank goes down. He looks like that he misclicked another tank, and Sixjax is down. He did lose quite a few tanks. The little one has 11 tanks, but Sixjax has way more Vikings. Those tanks unsieged. This is the time for the little one to attack. If he can attack and take over this position. The little one has gone ahead and he is leapfrogging his tanks. He needs to be just up just a little bit more so we can go ahead and he can cut everything off here. If Sixjax actually took his Vikings and landed here, he could probably clean up a good portion of all of those tanks. I don't know what the little one can do right now because he does not have the air supremacy that he needs. Maybe a couple of Thors would help out. But I'm not quite sure what the little one really fully intends to do. And it does look like that Sixjax is going to be a base up. But the little one does currently have... looks like... I don't know what he's doing with this command center. It's floating, where is it floating to? There's it floating. It is going to go ahead and go there, but again, Sixjax has the air control. Which it's really hard. You can either go for air control or you can go for ground control. You can go for one or the other. And with how he's pushing... The little one needs to spread his tanks out just a little bit, and there goes his Raven. His Raven got sniped, and that's a lot of Vikings. Looks like the little one is going to try and take the gold, but he is behind. Those rocks need to go down. Those rocks need to go down very, very fast. Otherwise, the little one will go ahead, and the little one does lose his finished command center. I'm not really sure what you can do in this position. I mean, the little one did have another command center ready in order to go, but again, Sixjax has all of these Vikings. The Vikings are slightly damaged, but it looks like the SCV is going to go ahead and repair. But I don't really know what Sixjax can do. It does look like that the little one is trying to put a lot of pressure on these tanks. He's trying to pick off as many tanks as he can with some of these cloaked Banshees, but Sixjax is trying to prepare. He's putting missile turrets everywhere. He's using a lot of resources in order to cover for the Banshees. And if that Banshee stays right there before... and with the Vikings give the sight to the high ground for the missile turret to see it. Sixjax has lost quite a few tanks, but if we go to the units lost, Sixjax is behind by about 900 resources. So I'm not really sure. This is pretty much anybody's game. They are going to be on an equal number of bases. The little one is going to be slightly behind because he did manage to get his bases a little bit later. The little one is pushing out, and he has a Thor. He has a Thor to go ahead and deal with the Vikings in order to deal with the air. And that's what the little one needs in order to prevent that. In order to prevent those pushes. And the Vikings have landed, and it's going to be amazing to see how much damage is actually going to happen. Who's going to go ahead and win this battle? Sixjax lost a lot of Vikings in that, and the little one has transitioned into Thors. For some reason, the little one is just not able to push out. He needs to have these Thors take out those Vikings in order to... I don't know why he has them on the move command. He might just be having them target these tanks in order to bring those tanks down. The little one does have a mix of Thors, Marauders, and Hellions, and the Hellions are going to go ahead and absorb the first initial tank shots. Sixjax does have the Xel'Naga watchtower. He does have the vision. The Thors are going to be a very, very meaty and beefy unit. They are going to go ahead and allow the little one in order to start taking back map control. Except the little one's losing a lot of tanks because Sixjax does have that Xel'Naga watchtower, and he's still pumping out Vikings in order to maintain this air supremacy. Once more Thors start coming out, I don't think that Sixjax is going to be able to keep up with the Thors. The little one does have +1 weapons, and so does Sixjax. Let's go to the production tab really quick, and it looks like that Sixjax is going with air weapons level 1, and he's going with vehicle weapons level 2, and the little one is going with vehicle plating level 1. And it does look like that he is getting cloak. So it looks like that Sixjax is going to go ahead and try and transition, and the little one loses 2 Thors, and it looks like the little one's also going to lose all of his Hellions here. He was trying to break down these rocks, which are actually covered by the missile turret. So Sixjax does know what the little one is up to. Now there is a lone Hellion that is back there that the Flame's not going to do a whole lot. The supply is going to actually be very, very even. It's 176 to 182. The little one isn't that far behind. It doesn't, let's see here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 factories for Sixjax, 2 starports with reactors, or with tech labs, and 1 starport with a reactor. Let's go over to the harvesters. The little one really needs to get, both of them need to actually get rid of some of their harvesters. And Sixjax is going to go ahead and he's going to start making his push. Again, Sixjax does have map control, he does have the center, and he's starting to make a push with all of his siege tanks. I don't know how much damage this push is going to do. If Sixjax does do it correctly, he is going to go ahead and be able to leapfrog his tanks and be able to push against the little one. Now, the little one does currently have a sieged position, but again, Sixjax does have the air superiority. He is going to be able to go ahead and snipe out anything that little one does. The little one is going to have to spend scans in order to go ahead and see the tanks from a far range. And right now, it's going to be very, very hard, and it can be anybody's game. It's whoever pushes and whoever makes the first mistake. The Thors are doing a lot of damage to the Vikings, and Sixjax is calling down a ton, or the little one is actually calling down mules so that the tanks shoot each other. That is an awesome strategy. The little one is actually scanning the tanks and calling down mules so the tanks shoot themselves, to where the little one does not actually have to risk any of his units. And as you can see, there's a lot of these tanks that are severely damaged. A couple more well-placed mules, and he will be able to go ahead and take out a lot of those tanks, and the tanks will take each other out. And there goes one tank. One tank's down, another tank's at 14 hit points. And Sixjax is starting to go ahead and move back. He's starting to reposition his tanks. The map has been pretty much cut in half. And the little one has actually lost a couple of harvesters, but here comes Sixjax with the 6 cloak banshees. I don't know. The little one does see the banshees, but I don't think the Thors aren't going to be able to handle it. That's just too many banshees. 2 banshees go down, the Thor goes down, and the little one just lost his entire army. That is probably going to be good GG. And the little one does call GG. That was very well played, and especially with the map control that Sixjax was able to go ahead and do. This was a map from MLG Dallas, so I will go ahead and have this uploaded for you guys here shortly. And again, I do apologize about the long wait time between videos.